The ancient Taoists discovered something that sounds completely insane. The best way to defeat your enemies is to stop fighting them entirely, not through weakness, not through surrender, but through a force so subtle and powerful that most people never see it coming. This is Wu Wei, the art of effortless action, and it will completely transform how you deal with opposition. Think about the last time someone attacked you, criticized you publicly, or tried to sabotage your progress. Your first instinct was probably to fire back immediately, to defend yourself, to prove them wrong with the same aggression they showed you. Maybe you spent sleepless nights crafting the perfect comeback, rehearsing arguments in your head, letting their words consume your mental energy. And here's the brutal truth. While you were busy reacting, they were already winning, because they got exactly what they wanted: your attention, your energy, your peace of mind. Every second you spent obsessing over their actions was a second stolen from building your own life. The person who can make you react owns you. And most of us are walking around completely owned by people who don't deserve a single thought in our minds. We're fighting battles that exhaust us, while our real enemies are the patterns within ourselves that keep us trapped in these cycles. Wu Wei literally translates to non-doing or non-action, but this is where most people misunderstand it completely. It's not about passivity or being a doormat. It's about understanding the difference between forced action and natural action, between struggling against the current and moving with it strategically. The Tao Te Ching teaches us that water is the softest substance in the world, yet it can wear away the hardest stone. Water doesn't fight the rock. It doesn't announce its intentions or waste energy on aggressive displays. It simply flows, persistently, naturally, and over time, the rock has no choice but to yield. This is the essence of Wu Wei applied to conflict. When someone attacks you, they're expecting resistance. They're expecting you to engage in their game, to lower yourself to their level, to give them the satisfaction of knowing they've gotten under your skin. Your reaction is their fuel. Your anger validates their importance. Your defense suggests you have something to defend. But when you embody Wu Wei, something fascinating happens. You create a vacuum where they expected a wall. They throw punches into empty air. And this drives a certain type of person absolutely insane, because aggressive people need your resistance to define themselves. Think of the master strategist who watches his opponent tire himself out before making a single move. Think of the martial artist who redirects force rather than meeting it head-on. This is the philosophy that governed ancient Chinese warfare and statecraft. The greatest generals won battles before they began by understanding that direct confrontation is often the least efficient path to victory. Lao Tzu observed that those who know do not speak, and those who speak do not know. Your enemy is busy speaking, announcing, attacking. This tells you everything about their position. They're acting from insecurity, from a need to prove something. Meanwhile, the person who embodies Wu Wei is building, growing, evolving silently, not out of fear, but out of strategic wisdom. So how do you actually practice this when someone is actively working against you? The first principle is to master the pause. When provoked, your power lies not in your immediate response, but in your capacity to create space between stimulus and reaction. This isn't suppression, it's sovereignty. You're choosing your battles based on whether they serve your larger vision, not your momentary ego. Let their words hit air. Watch what happens when you don't take the bait they're offering. The second principle involves redirecting energy rather than blocking it. If someone spreads rumors about you, the Wu Wei approach isn't to launch a defensive campaign. It's to become so aligned with your authentic path that their fiction becomes obviously irrelevant. Let your work speak. Let your character reveal itself through time. The truth doesn't need a defense attorney. It needs patience. Third, understand that your greatest revenge is your evolution. While they're focused on you, obsessing over tearing you down, you're focused on building something they can't touch. You're developing skills, deepening relationships, creating value. You're playing an entirely different game. And here's what happens. Eventually, they defeat themselves. People who operate from malice inevitably self-destruct because they're building on a foundation of negativity. You don't need to destroy your enemies. You just need to stop feeding them your energy and watch as they collapse under the weight of their own toxicity. This is Wu Wei in action, doing nothing while everything necessary gets done. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, or subscribe. It helps this channel grow.